Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. Um, so what I did was I put together a list of the 8 teams that I think are the 8 that you have to pick from when it comes to who can win a national title. And there's a couple things that went into this. For starters, if you look at kenpom, right, and you look at where teams were ranked heading into the NCAA tournament on kenpom in adjusted offensive efficiency and adjusted defensive efficiency, there's never been a team that entered the tournament ranked outside the top 25 to win the national title in offensive efficiency. And there's never been a team ranked lower than Tyler Hansborough's North Carolina Tar Heels. They were ranked 39th in adjusted defensive efficiency heading into the NCAA tournament in 2009. So essentially, you got to be top 25 in offense and you got to be top 40 in defense heading into the tournament to have a chance to be a national title contender. Right now, there are 11 teams that check those boxes: Purdue, UConn, Arizona, Illinois, Duke, North Carolina, Tennessee, Houston, and then 2 outliers, Gonzaga and BYU. So I am teams that didn't make the cut. Kentucky, Baylor, Alabama, and Wisconsin are all outside the top 40 in adjusted defensive efficiency. Kansas and Creighton are outside the top 25 in adjusted offensive efficiency as of today. I'm going to cut Gonzaga and BYU because I think that BYU is kind of a metrics darling, and I'm just not buying Gonzaga this year. Sorry, Zags fans. I've loved you guys. I've ridden for you guys. I've been the number one Zag supporter this side of Dan Dickow. Can't get there this year. And I'm gonna cut Tennessee and Houston. And I know those ones might be controversial, but historically speaking, it's better to be elite offensively with a kind of borderline defense than it is to be elite defensively with a kind of borderline offense. So those two, I think, I'm gonna remove from the mix. So that means my 7 teams out of that top 11 that hit those thresholds: Purdue, UConn, Arizona, Auburn, Illinois, Duke, and North Carolina. Those are my 7. The one wild card that I'm throwing in 2014, the only team that won a national title ranked outside the top 25 in adjusted offensive efficiency was the UConn Huskies, who were led by Shabazz Napier and Ryan Boatwright. And how did they do it? They had a team with a top 10 defense in the country and 2 guards that were absolute killers that could win you a game on any given night. Marquette, the Golden Eagles, are number 11 in adjusted defensive efficiency with 2 guards that can beat you on any given night: Tyler Kolek and Cam Jones. So those are my 8 teams. Trevor, let's get that graphic back up there again. This is my elite 8 of teams, the only 8 teams in college basketball that could win a national title. Hate me if you want, love me if you want. These are my 8 teams: Purdue, UConn, Arizona, Illinois, Auburn, Duke, North Carolina, and Marquette. Go ahead, boys. Have at it. Take the knives to it. Do whatever you need to do. Eviscerate me. That's my team. That's my list. What do you got? McCall, I see you shaking your head. I see you rubbing your face. Go ahead. Oh, he's frozen. Yeah, it's a perfect time. Perfect time for his audio to go out. Yes.
Okay, I'll go. Here's the deal.
Gods of content saying that Rob was right and McCall is wrong.
Yeah, here's the deal on this. Put the list back up here, okay? Now, Illinois, it's not just because they lost tonight. They got too much stuff going on. They're not winning the national championship. They're a good team. They can make the second weekend. And they could get to the Elite 8. And hell, you could make it. I just don't think that you're in a position to win it all. Duke, I don't trust Duke. Duke has not been able to prove that they can reliably win away from Cameron Indoor Stadium. All right? Do they have the upside? Yeah. But I'm not convinced. To me, you've got a couple teams in there that I don't trust. So, if I can replace, I'm taking Illinois out. And you know what I'm going to replace them with? Not a team where I know everything about them. If I'm betting on a team in your game, it's a criminal offense that Kentucky's not in that group. Kentucky should be in that group. They can win it all. You know why? They've got the most upside in all of college basketball. It could be Rob Dillingham. It could be Reed Shepherd. It could be DJ Wagner. It could be Antonio Reeves. Trey Mitchell helps them out. Now Big Z, Zvonimir Ivisic. He had one off night. He had a tough night. He's going to go through some things. The fact is, though, you can't look at college basketball right now, put a grouping of 8 teams together, and not pick the one with the most upside. So, Big Blue Nation, you should be cheering for me right now because I believe you belong in Rob's game.
McCall, we got you back? No,
We don't
no
have
McCall
him back. Throw up the thing again. Throw up the game again. I want to see the graphic again. Wait a minute. Why not Kansas? Why not Kansas? Tell me why, Rob.
Because they do not hit the thresholds. They are 28th in adjusted offensive efficiency and outside the top 25. That was the cutoff. If you want to put Kansas in there, you can absolutely put Kansas in there. But playing the game that I was playing and putting that stuff together, just look. What I'll say about Kansas is this: I am worried about the firepower offensively and what happens when things can kind of get bogged down with Johnny Furphy there. And the impact that he's had for the last week and a half. If that continues, then it's a different conversation. If that continues, then they're absolutely going to be a top 25 team offensively in 3 weeks. Then we'll have to change who that 8 is. I think that with Kentucky, look, I love the upside and I'm 100% with you. I'm just very, very worried about the issues on the defensive side of the floor. Like Fanta, that game last night was a tough watch. They gave up 79 points to one of the slowest teams in college basketball who didn't even really play all that well on that end of the floor. So we got McCall back. Matt, go ahead.
First of all, sorry if I guess my microphone was messing up there, but you're counting out Houston and Kelvin Sampson?
Wow.
Like you really are? Like, all right, hold on. The last 3 years, Final Four, Elite Eight, and Sweet 16.
Yep.
And you're saying because the numbers and the metrics and you're Mr. Kenpom don't have them predicted to be – their defense travels. I don't care. I don't care who they're playing. Their defense is going to travel. And if they get hot in the tournament, watch out. Are you serious? How would you count them out of your metrics?
Exactly.
And all this
and
stuff.
They got guards.
The last 3
It's a
years,
formula, McCall. It's a formula. It's a formula. Respect the analytics.
The analytics and the numbers. Counting out Kelvin Sampson?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and I don't think
42 points.
Well, now say something nice about Tennessee.
Oh, now you're gonna make me do that too, huh? Look, my issue with Tennessee is Rick Barnes' track record just in terms of the NCAA tournament. I think Coach Barnes is an old school coach. I think that they practice and they get after it and they go in there and they get better and they really, really improve. And I think in today's day and age, practicing 2.5, 3 hours, I think at the end of the year, it may wear on you and may have an impact in the NCAA tournament. I think they're the best team in the SEC. Do I think they advance furthest of all the teams in the SEC? No, just based on the track record of Coach Barnes' teams. And he is an unbelievable coach. But I think that there's something to be said about that.
Wait a minute.
Just in terms of the numbers.
You don't have a single Big 12 team on here? Come on.
Best league in the country.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.